royalties. It also increases the amount of cigarettes and products that a consumer can bring into the state without being required to pay the tobacco tax.
Yes, we had a very strict limit for Maryland residents. They can only bring in 2 packs of cigarettes under the current law. That's the law. Otherwise, they're subject to a felony prosecution. Obviously, we don't seek out to enforce that. It's very minor illegal activity, but we think this bill is an improvement on that because it increases it from 2 packs to a carton, and that gives our residents a little bit of a buffer and comfort that we're not out trying to harass them. We're after people that have got 6, 7, 8,000 packs of cigarettes in their trunk and repeatedly are coming, posting bail, getting out, coming back up. Some of them come back to their court hearings, and you look in the trunks of their car, and they have more cigarettes they're smuggling. They're taking advantage of their appearance here. So it's become almost a farce. The state really is getting, the criminals are just kind of thumbing their nose at the state of Maryland, and we need to put a stop to it. Other questions? Yes?
More of a law enforcement question. I'm just curious, how do you get leads on this and arrested people? How do you know that they're doing it in that?
Yes, Jeff Kelly, our Director of Enforcement.
That's a good question. Generally speaking, one of maybe 2 or 3 things happens. One is we make a personal observation. We know that there are certain places that tend to cater to smugglers by buying extraordinarily large loads and packaging in a certain way that caterers prefer to have it packaged to try and avoid detection. We simply are there. We watch the transaction take place. We follow them into Maryland, and that's when the crime takes place, when they come to our state. And we make a traffic stop and so on. Another is through partnerships that we have with other states, where we partnership with these other organizations, law enforcement and state attorneys organizations, that give us information that they've heard about. Maybe they follow the vehicle up to Maryland and we take over, or perhaps they're able to give us sufficient information that we can identify the vehicle and find it in Maryland. And lastly, and perhaps most effectively, is our partnership with local law enforcement. It's been outstanding, especially on the borders of Virginia, which is our main source state for cigarettes. We have a great relationship with law enforcement. We provide a lot of training, teach them what to look for, show them how packages are smuggled, and it's paid off dramatically.
Is there a significance with the cartons behind you? Are those confiscated from you?
These are all confiscated. Now, what I would like to say is that these are from cases that have already been adjudicated. We didn't want to bring anything that was still evidentiary. But these have all been, this is a small, we have 5 rooms in the basement of the Comptroller's Treasury building filled with tobacco products largely like this. These are all contraband cigarettes. This is not out of the ordinary. There are 38 cases or so here. It could very likely be a size, a load that we would get would be something like this.
So what is that, say it's bought in Virginia, Jeff, and it's taken up in New York City, what kind of profit could it be?
Oh gosh, you could buy this for probably around $42, $45 maybe in Virginia and sell it for $100 in New York City, where the tax rate is so high. So you're looking at $50, $60 a carton, which is why our penalty is so insignificant, when the profit of 1 carton more than pays for the penalty, which, by the way, no one ever gets. The penalty, the average penalty, can be anywhere from $3 to $5 per carton in Maryland. So nobody's getting that. We stop them, we seize these, they make one more trip, and they make all their money back from any fine or anything that they encounter.
So don't get any ideas, guys. But seriously, I mean, when you hear about that, and then North Carolina also has a low tax rate, you really can understand the appeal of this and why we're concerned about the increase that we're seeing and why we need to stop it. Other questions? Thank you all very much for being here, and appreciate it. We're available if you have any questions you'd like to ask us. Thank you. Yeah.